Helping small businesses flourish in Oklahoma. Right now, the Oklahoma USDA office is accepting applications for the Rural Business Development Grants. And joining us live this morning, State Director Kenneth Korn. Kenneth, good morning and thanks for joining us here.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
All right. So first question, just explain how these grants work. How can these communities use this money?
Well, this is a grant opportunity. The President and Vice President believes that we are to be investing in rural communities so that there's hope, growth, and opportunity. And so an opportunity for municipalities or state institutions or tribal entities or nonprofits can apply for this grant money to help small or emerging businesses in their communities. And so it's a real opportunity to take a public-private partnership and give people a chance to make some investments.
And how much money is available in these grant opportunities?
There's $46 million available nationwide. Oklahoma will receive an allocation. There's a national allocation, and there's also tribal set-aside. So there's about 3 different opportunities in order to get a chance at funding.
And what do you hope the impact will be for these tribal and rural communities here in Oklahoma that apply for these grants?
Well, we see it as an opportunity to make some investments in areas that have been forgotten in the last 20 or 30 years. And that's the one thing the president is concerned about, that rural America has been left behind. So we can use these programs to make investments that will create jobs that are sustainable and have economic impact for those communities.
What are the qualifications for the people who want to apply for these grants?
Well, again, they have to be one of those eligible entities, and it has to be for a small or emerging business. A good example would be like the city of Comanche, for example, took an old rundown motel, got this grant, renovated that motel, and basically created pop-up shops in the rooms. Now that facility has a waiting list for each one of the rooms, and they're expanding. They've seen an increase in their sales tax. So that's just one of the examples of what can be done. We want it to be something that is a positive impact on the community. So any type of entity that wants to do that with a public-private partnership will be good.
That's really innovative what they did in Comanche. How can people, I guess, learn more about these grants? I know your office said that they are very, very, very competitive grants.
Absolutely. The best way to learn about it is to send an email to okbusiness@usda.gov, and somebody will get back with you and talk to you about how you qualify for the program and walk you through. And then we can also direct you to people who can help you get that grant application together.
And how long do people have to apply?
Well, really, the window is closing, so probably about the end of January, 1st of February, you need to have your application. And one of the things I would really stress is you need to have your plan all put together. It can't be something we're thinking about in the future. It needs to be something you're ready to go with now.
And we spoke about how important this is for rural and tribal communities, the emphasis that the Biden-Harris administration has put on this program. What can your office say? Just again, how important is this for these communities?
Well, you know, one of the things I've seen over my years living in Oklahoma is many of our rural communities are they're dying on the vine because there's not been investment there. Rural development and the Biden-Harris administration is placing every emphasis we can on putting federal dollars into these communities. So there is a historic opportunity right now to get access to money that's never been there before. So I would encourage every community, if you have an idea, if you have a project you want to pursue, contact us at Rural Development and go to our website. It's rd.usda.gov/OK, and we can get you connected with the program to try to make some real investments in your community that does create hope, growth, and opportunity.
All right, Kenneth, thank you so much for coming on and giving us all this really great information about these grants that are available right now. And you can find out some more information right now on KOCO.com. We'll be right back after this break.